Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel, SalesforceFighters. Today start Salesforce admin and developers interview questions and TCS MNC company requirement some interview questions. This is the questions helpful the interview crack. Start the video. First questions different between the custom metadata and custom settings. We know the primary difference between the custom metadata type and custom settings is that custom metadata types records are deployable, but we can not deploy custom setting data, but there are lots of other the difference. Let's have a look. Custom setting are also the similar to the custom object. You can either create a list based or hierarchy based the custom setting deployment. Custom setting data cannot be deployed using the package or metadata API change set. Relationship feeds and custom setting do not support relationship feeds and suffix custom settings. It has a suffix of say like custom object text class. Custom setting data is not the visible in text classes. DML in Apex, you can perform the CUD, create, update, delete, and operations on custom setting in Apex. SQL, you can access custom setting data using the enhanced methods and can avoid the SQL queries to the database. Custom metadata types. Custom metadata does not the support hierarchy type of the data based on the user profile as a specific users. Custom metadata types data can be easily packaged and deploy. Metadata types can be also be deployed, view change and set metadata API. You can create a lookup between the custom metadata object. It has a suffix of MDT. Custom metadata type are the visible in test class without the C or data attentions. You cannot perform the CUD, create, update, delete an operation on custom metadata type in Apex. With custom metadata types, you can the issue unlimited SQL queries for each Apex transactions, but methods is also available. Next questions, different between the role and profiles. Do you still have trouble different between the Salesforce profile and roles? We have got you covered, so don't worry. If the following the sections, we are going to the explain to the difference between the Salesforce role and profiles. Roles roles enables people to the insight and access to the records. In sense, it is a records level access. Next, it address to the hierarchy data visibility rights are the assigned the according to the hierarchy. Next, this can be the seen as a hierarchy with a higher the roles having more authority than a lower one. Next, the profile is always a factor in functions. Next, user are not required to the have roles. Roles limit who has access to the specific records and feeds. Next, profile access control for CRED, create, read, edit, and delete. Records of the users are provided view profiles. In sense, it is an access at a object and feeds levels. There is no hierarchy in it based on the profiles. Permission are the granted. Next, this may be seen as a curricular sorry structures where all the profiles serving the same purpose join together to the from a circle and have a equal access. The profiles may exist the separately from of the positions. Role are not the necessary for the users access to the object and fields level security, page designing, records kinds, and application are all the controlled by the profiles. Next questions different between the data loaders and data import wizard. Data import wizard, Salesforce provide an built data import wizard that is a assemble thought thought the setup the menu can help you to the import account, campaign members, person account, and leads, custom object, and contact. This is a wizard is a setup step by step process that can be take data to your the desired location and deploy errors message to the change potentials a duplicate of the records. Data loaders. Data loaders is a most efficient tools that is used to move data rapidly into the perform platform. The tools provided by Salesforce help perform the insert, update, and delete operation on the Salesforce records. It enables you to interact with your the data within the Salesforce across all the objects. Next, different type of the flow. Different are three flow resumes and laminars. Turbulent and transactions resign the conditions that lead to the each type of the flow we were are system specific. What are the following? Following people are triggered to see there is an update in user feeds. When you follow the papers, you can see there the post, comment, and the like and the feeds that you all. Sharing settings, sharing rules in the Salesforce provide the powerful tools to the manage data access, allowing you to the share specific records with the selected users or groups based on criteria by the lowering and sharing rules and can be enhanced security and the collaboration and streamlines business process in the organization. Next question, OWD. What is the OWD is a Salesforce? What is the OWD in Salesforce? So organization the wide default OWD help make the metadata safe and OWD lets admin choose who can see records in the Salesforce. OWD ensure that is only authorized users have access to the data. Therefore, this mm, step other from saying the things by should not OWD is not the default level or record sharing the machines. Manual sharing rules role hierarchy organization wide default. Next questions. Role hierarchy. This is role hierarchy is a Salesforce defined their hierarchy of the users working in the organization. Role hierarchy can be the use and extend the records access automatically, so that is the manager will be always have access to those some data as his her implies the regarding the wide default setting. Next, logging hours in your the Salesforce org to the prevent any security issue that you might be concerned about the users accessing the platforms or to the prevent any after the hours work from the pinning. You would be want to the restrict the login hours to the users. Saying settings from the setup in the quick finds box, enter the section setting, then select the section setting, deselect look sections to the IP address from the which they organization. Partners community. What is a Salesforce partners community? The Salesforce partners community is a portal the but and maintain the specifically for the Salesforce partners. It is a where our the partners manage to the business learn, set practice and engage with the Salesforce employees in the survey the environment. Next license, Salesforce license determine which the features users can access in the application. Every users must have one user's license assigned. You can track all the Salesforce license details from the company information page. There is you will be find two major things that is a organization editions and users license. Let's understand them in the details. Next, Salesforce developers interview questions and TCS company requirement questions and helpful question is the crack the interview. First questions, what is the order of execution in the Salesforce? The order is the execution in the Salesforce is a sequence of the operation that run when records is being the savior of the updated. It is a curricle for the developers and administrations to the understand to the order of the execution as it is can be issue ensure that custom codes validation and workflow are the execute excuse in the right sequence. Next questions explain the governor limits. Governor limit is the Salesforce prevent other ORG from using the hence executing lengthy codes and which can be take up the lots of the space in the memory and even the entire cloud CPU. Apex has a completely different or unique coding. Limits there is governor limits help you us stay in the right space of the coding with Apex. Next questions. Why do we write text classes in the Salesforce and what are the best practice of the text class? Text classes are the piece of the course is used to the evaluate or the piece of the code and ensure that everything is functioning correctly is a reliability. Really, this can be act as a sort of the early warning system alerting us that is bug or issue have arisen even if we are not modifying any codes. Maintain the codes coverage. Salesforce enforce a minimum codes coverage the requirement 75 for the Apex classes and 1% for the triggers. And text bulk operations avoid the using the see all data true text execution sensor using the systems. Next questions. What is the lookup lockout? Yes, Salesforce will auto lock the users who try to the enter the wrong password to multiple times. However, those users that want now they are the locked since there the error message is not changed. It is a really very helpful and necessary if we can customize this is errors message so that is the users will be now there is a account where is been locked. Next questions, what is the deployment process in the Salesforce? The Salesforce deployment process can be the broken down into the server setup sandbox and development. Developers can create a text change in the sandbox or development environment version control. Developer the commit there is a change to the version control to ensure that is a change can be the track and goes back is necessary. Next questions, why do we us batch class in the Salesforce and write down in the syntax of the batch class? Batch Apex in the Salesforce is designing to the efficiently handle large data state and bill, respecting the platform's governor limits. Key limits include total the number of the records retrieved by the SQL queries, 50 million records, maximum batch size. Default is 200 records per batch, but can be set up the 200. The batch class in the easier to process million of records within the normal processing limit. With batch apex we can process the records astronomically to stay within the platform limit if you have to the lot of the records to the process. For example, data cleaning clean sync of the archive batch apex is a properly you are the best solutions. Next questions, type of the executions expectations in the details. Types of expectations in the details. DML expectations. Next, list expectations. Next, null point expectations. Next, query expectations. Next, limit expectations. And type of the expectation in the details, five details, five types. Next questions, SO object expectations, system file expectations, string expectations, SJONS expectations, unexpected expectations, and show the expectation. So this is questions very important. So type of expectation, how much types expectations is 11 types. Next questions, explain the life cycle loop in the LWC. Next questions, what are the decorator available in the LWC it is used. Next questions, difference between the right and imperative right in LWC. Next questions, imperative the apex. Next questions, do you know some SLDC classes? Next questions, what is the Lightning Data Service LDC LDS in LWC? Lightning Data Service LDC is a powerful tools and provided by the Salesforce Lightning the data service. LDC is a powerful tools and provided by Salesforce that is allow you Lightning web components LWC to the interact with our Salesforce data without the needs of Apex codes. It is a operate on the client side on the offer the server key features that is a streamline data uh, retrieve and management within the LWC that is allow you lightning the web components and LWC to interact with of the Salesforce data without the needs to Apex codes. It is a operate on of the client side on the offer server the key features that is a streamline data retrieve the management within the LWC. Next question, what is the role of the Lightning Message Service in LWC? Use Lightning Message Service is the communication across the DOM between the Visual Force page and Aura components and Lightning the web components. Lightning the web components is a put of utility bar used by Lightning the Message Service functions to communicate other the Lightning the Message channels. Next questions, trigger scenario. Create the number of the count of contact which are the equal to the number which we will enter the number of location feed on the account object. Thank you, friends. Very important questions and TCS company requirements. Some interview question helpful the you crack the interview and subscribe and comment and share the my channels. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye, friends.